beautiful morning. Wasn't that lovely? It's the perfect time to come down the hill and see that sun rising over the sea. Anyway, it's Wednesday, it's weigh-in, it's early, it's 7:10. I've already been to the post office and I'm gonna now go and get weighed.
Good morning.
Hi.
I believe this is week 18, but you'll have seen it in the title. This is our weigh-in on a Wednesday.
It is.
Actually, I've got quite a bit to talk about. Some of it's not to do with our weigh-in though. It's about what's been going on this week.
Okay.
Because quite a bit has happened this week, don't you think? With changes and things like that. So, well, firstly, because this is part of YouTube, is that actually we have reached 2,000 subscribers.
Oh yeah, we did that last night, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
So thank you to everybody that's joined us and is following our Slimming World journey and other things besides. We are going to do a giveaway, but I am waiting on a weigh-in board. And we have decided, because it was general consensus, that we're going to split the prizes into, I think it's either 3 or 4 different things. And I think that includes 2 items on each.
Yeah, it does.
So we will be doing, as soon as that weigh-in board comes, then we will do the giveaway. So watch out for that. As per usual, the cats are causing trouble. So we will do a separate video for that. So hopefully it should be easy to spot. If you're subscribed to the channel and you have clicked your notification bell, then you will get a notification for it. So look out for that.
Literally just waiting on the post and then we'll film it.
Definitely.
Okay.
So thank you.
Thank you.
There have been other changes this week. So I am now registered as self-employed. I mean, you have been self-employed for a little while anyway, alongside your NHS job.
A few years, yeah.
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 So I'm going to come on board. We're going to have accounts. We'll have separate eBay accounts. And we could, because I'm now registered, I could link it.
Yeah. I'll add it to the description list.
So if you'd like to support us in that way, then please do. We'd be really grateful, because obviously I'm just trying to get off the ground at the moment and it's going to take a while, I think. So that's that. The other thing that we did this week, which is another little thing that we are hopefully going to get back into this year, is the allotment. We went and picked up a Facebook buy.
I've got a photo actually.
Have you?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll put the photo in.
We bought 12 pallet collars, which we're going to use as raised beds for our allotment. Next Friday, I believe our neighbour Alex and his mate are taking a second-hand shed down to the allotment and putting it up. I think it's like a 10 by 6.
It's this Friday.
Yeah, this Friday coming.
Yeah.
Hopefully we're going to be able to film some of that. I think it would be interesting, and again, it's another bit of our journey that you'll be able to follow. I'm hoping good things are going to come about with the allotment this year. We did pretty well last year, just throwing things into the ground, trying to get things growing, and we were quite successful with a lot of our stuff.
Yeah.
So if you're interested in that, then there will be a playlist for the allotment as well. So it's all good stuff, all things to look forward to.
I need to create a playlist for the allotment then, don't I?
All good things are happening.
Yes.
Anyway, back to weigh-in. How was weigh-in for you? How was the group this morning?
Actually really good.
Yeah?
We had a practical game challenge, and it's how many sins are you having without realising you're having them.
Okay.
So on the table was bread and butter, porridge, cereals and cheese. And we had to go out and my task was to put, it was almost like Weetabix minis, but it wasn't. It was that kind of cereal, and I had to just put in a bowl what I thought 40 grams was.
Right.
Same with the porridge with someone else, the cheese with someone else, and the butter.
Okay.
There were some very close ones, actually. Yeah.
How did you do?
I think I did like 26 or 28 grams.
Okay,
now, if
so
that had been
under.
Weetabix, it would have been roughly right. That's what I'm used to
Okay.
weighing out. But these were like, was it a shredded mint wheat?
Oh, shredded
Yeah,
wheat.
so maybe you
Shredded
can-
wheat
Minis.
things. Yeah.
Maybe you can have more. Maybe they're more full of air. So it's
Mm.
very interesting. Well, there were some close ones, but pretty much most people were over. I was under.
Mm.
And it just goes to show that you can't just guess. You have to weigh it.
Yeah.
And extra sins kind of sneak in. And that was for the people who were not getting the results they wanted and didn't know why.
Yeah. So it's just it's more mindfulness, isn't
Yeah.
it? And sticking to the rules.
I thought it was brilliant. I really
Yeah.
enjoyed it. Thanks, Lucy.
Very good. So, viewer's choice.
Viewer's choice.
Which one were... Which one won?
Okay.
Last week. Yes.
Firstly, hello to the new subscribers. Welcome.
Yes,
Thank
hello.
you. This is the part of the weigh-in where I repeat myself for all the old subscribers.
Mm.
And it's viewer's choice.
Not so much of the old.
All right. It's viewer's choice. Cath and I pick a Slimming World or Slimming World friendly recipe book. Cath picks 3 recipes from the book because she doesn't like my choices.
No.
But that doesn't matter because it's you who chooses.
Yes, it is.
We show you the 3 recipes, and by commenting down below you vote which one you want to see us make, and we make it for you, film it for you, and eat it for you.
Yes.
For example, last week's book was Slimming World's Out and About, because the weather's getting better.
Yeah.
And we do want to be out and about a bit more. And the winning recipe was the second one, the Thai chicken noodle coleslaw, which is this one.
Mm.
So we'll make this for you at some point before our next weigh-in video, and you will see that up on our channel. I was going to say challenge, maybe it's going to be a challenge.
We'll review it next week.
Yes.
What we need to do though is review last week's choice.
That was the salmon one.
So it was salmon with...
It had a dill yogurt sauce.
Yeah.
And roasted vegetables.
That's right.
Mm.
The recipe can also be found on our channel in playlist for View's Choice, I'm guessing.
Yeah, or I can stick it up there.
Or link it.
There, yeah.
Or somewhere around here. How did you find the salmon?
Well, I really like salmon anyway. So I loved it. I thought it was great. I thought the sauce really complemented the salmon.
Yeah. Cut through it, didn't it?
The vegetables were lovely. They're all foods that I really, really enjoy. So I don't think it couldn't go wrong, really, this one. How about
Not
you?
unless you overbaked it, maybe.
Well, yeah, it could go wrong, I suppose.
Okay, so what marks would you give it out of 10?
I think I've said this before. Did I say 7.5? Or 8?
No, it was 8.5.
8.5. 8.5.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
And where's the other 1.5? Where's that gone?
There's always room for improvement.
Okay, fair
Isn't
enough.
there?
Me, on the other hand, I'm very critical, aren't I, when it comes to how things could be done better, I suppose. I don't know, I've just always been that way. I'm not a massive lover of salmon. I don't know why I chose it. I suppose because it's not up to me at the end of the day, and everybody has personal preferences over food. So I want to give a more varied options to you as viewers. But I'm not keen on salmon generally. I will eat it. It was as salmon goes, it was alright. It was a very nice piece of salmon. It was cooked well. I did actually try the sauce, which was a dill and lemon yogurt that you put over the top of the fish. Don't eat it on its own. I tried that. It was really tart. But with the fish, it was really nice because it cut through. Salmon can be quite sickly, I find. And you need something to cut through that sickliness.
Oh, I could just eat it on its own. But
yeah. I know. You love salmon.
Yeah, I do.
The roast vegetables were nice, but again, I'm not a massive lover of sweet potato. So if it was me and I was to make it, I would probably swap the sweet potato out for tomatoes, because there were no tomatoes in it, and that's kind of quite a roasted vegetable type of food. What else? And maybe put some aubergine in as well, because I really like aubergine. I would give it a 7 out of 10.
Fair enough.
And what the other thing that I found with it was that actually it didn't need anything else. It didn't need, because we were thinking about maybe putting some boiled potatoes with it.
It didn't look enough.
Didn't need it.
But it was enough.
It was more than enough. And it's just packed with speed. Ideal. No free food, as well, obviously the fish. But there was no real free food like potatoes or rice.
Carbs.
Or
Carbs.
So if you like the thought of making that, then please go over and give it a go yourselves.
So, on to this week's.
Yes.
Cath has chosen, this is one of the books Abby bought us for Christmas. Pinch of Nom Budget, very appropriate this week.
Yes.
With the budget coming out.
That's very true.
Budget, affordable, delicious food. You didn't think of that, did you?
I didn't.
Ah,
But yeah, you're
It's
right.
very
We
appropriate.
probably need to tighten our belts now.
yes. In many
Given
ways.
the state of, yeah. Yeah, that's very true. I lost my trousers this week, so
Yes. So, the first one, I believe, as long as I haven't missed any, is enchilada sliders. They look like this.
Was this a choice that we've as an option before?
I can't remember. We do so many.
Or did we even make it?
We haven't made it.
Okay.
No, we haven't made it.
That's all right then. I've just got some vague
The
recollection.
sins are
Yes.
3.5 plus a healthy extra if you're using your healthy extra, or 9.5 without. It's got a lot in it, as Pinch of Nom is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Pinch of Nom often have. It's got chicken, all different kinds of peppers, black beans, all different spices, passata, Worcestershire sauce, cheese slices, reduced fat spread, spring onions, more cheese, and more cheese.
A lot of cheese then.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the blurb is, once you try our fuss-free enchilada sliders, you might not go back to burgers in a hurry. Apparently it's an effortless blend of fiesta-worthy flavours. We can't think of a better place to give leftover peppers a new leaf of...
Leaf? Okay.
A new lease of life. There we go. I don't know why I'm foggy when the words are in front of me, but hey, that's number one. Enchiladas sliders.
Number 1.
Number
Have you missed
2.
one?
Have I missed one?
You have missed one. That's number 3.
Oh no.
You're getting ahead of yourself here.
Oh, this is going to be tricky this week, I feel.
Do you? Okay.
Number 2, pineapple pork. Look at that. Are you feeling hungry now? I am. Sins for this, 4 sins a serving, serves 4. It's got soy sauce, ketchup, sweetener, ginger, 5-spice garlic, orange juice, pork loin steaks, fresh pineapple, and then pak choy, cabbage, carrot, sugar snap peas, onion, various sauces, soy sauce, etc., sriracha sauce. There's a lot going on here.
Yeah.
It says, a match made in heaven. You won't be able to resist our oh-so-juicy pineapple pork. We've saved on pennies and calories by coating our steaks in a sweet yet sticky glaze and leaving the flavours to marinate overnight. Glad I read that, if it's chosen, to prepare it the night before.
Yeah.
So that's pineapple pork. I've learnt this about recipes. Read them first.
Yeah. That's always a good idea, I
In
think.
case anything needs to fester. Right, and the third one
Festa.
is tomato and caramelised onion tarts. My stomach's rumbling.
I can hear
I can
it.
hear it. These are 9.5 sins each.
Ouch.
So this is going to be a kind of treat dish, or one that you really need to plan into your day.
Yeah.
It's got onions, balsamic vinegar, light puff pastry, cheese, tomatoes. I just bought some.
Balsamic vinegar.
Yeah, and then it says accompanying with homemade chips.
Okay.
Topped with sweet, soft caramelised onions and plenty of cheese. These easy puff pastry tarts truly are a thing of beauty. They take 10 minutes to prepare, really. And then you can let your oven do the rest of the work.
Okay.
It says more than that, I'm paraphrasing.
Okay.
So, to recap.
Yes.
Now I'm hungry. Recipe number 1. Enchilada sliders at 3.5 sins plus a healthy extra B. Recipe number 2. pineapple pork at 4 cents a portion, and recipe number 3, tomato and caramelised onion tarts at 9.5 cents. You choose which recipe you'd like to see us do, and we will make it for you,
Make it for you.
film it for you, and eat it for you. And that is viewer's choice.
Yes.
What's next?
What's next? What's next? I don't know.
next,
Let's
Cath?
talk. Have you any photos of some of the foods that we've eaten this week?
Maybe. If I have, they'll be here.
Well, I shall refer to my book for this week and just see, because my memory's rubbish. Wednesday, we had fajita pie.
It was left over the last bit, wasn't it?
Yeah, fajita pie with lots of salad. I do notice we eat a lot of salad.
I've noticed that.
Yeah, seem to do a lot of that. What else have we had? Eggs on toast with ham, which is obviously free, and that's quite often a bit of a breakfast option for us. We've had a lot of cauliflower curry.
Yep, that was the last of the cauliflower. That made a lot. A lot.
And we actually managed to put some of that in the freezer as well. That was pretty good.
It's all gone now.
We did a recipe for that as well, didn't we?
Oh, the beetroot burgers.
Beetroot burgers. That's the first time we've tried those. Those are from Lidl's. They're 1 cent each. They weren't bad. They were a bit claggy. I found a little bit claggy. Maybe they need cooking longer.
Perhaps leave them in a bit more time. Yeah.
They weren't too bad. I wouldn't go rushing out for them necessarily. Maybe we could try the other options, because there were a couple of other burger options. Find out what those are, maybe try those at some point. Jacket potatoes, bit standard really. In fact, actually, that we went out and had that. That's when we went to Totnes.
Yeah.
And I had tuna mayo. The sunny salmon, which we've just spoken about, that was View's choice for last week.
Oh.
And that's as far as it goes with me,
And then
because
we stopped writing because Mother's Day happened.
Stop writing.
Yes.
I found, and this is quite typical of me, that some weeks, way into way in, the week flies by with no problems. I'm not struggling. This week, it's been really slow going, and it's dragged for me. I have been craving, I couldn't tell you what necessarily.
You have. You've been saying that you just want a big bowl of cereal, and you've been hungry. Haven't you? Hungry.
I mean, one night we had steak one night, and I sat down to eat it, and I only probably ate a third of what was on my plate, and I really didn't want anything else. And then later, about a couple of hours later, I was hungry again, and the only thing I wanted to do was go and pour myself a big bowl of cereals, and just with a load of milk, and just eat that. And I think if you hadn't have been there to stop me, then it might have been something that I would have done. Fortunately, I didn't. I did end up actually making tuna pasta after that. So I ended up having 2 meals that evening because I was feeling extra hungry. See, the thing about this plan is that free food, that's exactly what it is. It's free food. So if you're feeling hungry, then you should be eating as much as you need, I suppose. As you lose weight, then you need to start thinking about bringing the portions down. It's not, as far as I can tell anyway, it's not a calorie counting diet. I mean, if you want to do that, then you'd go on the calorie counting diet, wouldn't you? But that is the joy of Slimming World, is that it will allow for
Hungrier days.
Needs, really.
It is a difference between need and want, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you're feeling hungry and you don't go and eat something, then you might just go for the kind of instant,
gratifying.
Sugar hit.
Yeah.
But yeah, as you go along, then what the portion sizes you need probably won't be the same as when you started.
Yeah, when you start losing weight, obviously you've got more weight to lose, and you're changing your eating habits.
Yes.
So if you're changing your eating habits, then essentially you're going to lose weight because you're cutting out those things that normally you'd have eaten. So you're going to lose weight. We've also eaten out twice this week. So we had jacket potato. You had beans, I think, on yours, didn't you?
I did, and I left the coleslaw.
I had a jacket potato. My body also, apart from the sweet things that it's been craving, it's also been craving tuna.
Yes, I've noticed.
And normally I don't really like tuna, but for some reason my body's saying I want tuna. So I tend to listen to my body if it's asking for certain things. Not the stuff that's going to do me, that's no good for me, like a big bowl of cereals. But I think that's okay. More protein. Fish is really good for you anyway, isn't it? The other meal that we had out, why are you laughing?
Because I've got a couple of video clips I could slot in around here.
Okay.
We've just finished going round a car boot sale and thought we'd go and get a coffee, but the coffee shop area was closed, but there's a Costa next door. What can I have? So I said to Cath, it's just like a normal coffee, flat white, she said. I drank it. It was the best coffee I have had in so long. I don't really drink coffee often, do I, Cath?
No.
And I said to her after, that was way too tasty to be sin-free, and like it just you could taste sins. I've just looked it up on the app. 9.5 sins. That's like more than I normally have in a day.
Yeah, I know, but because you're very low on sins every single day of the week,
it won't matter.
It'll absorb.
Yes.
It'll absorb.
It'll bump my overall sins up for the week to something. Anyway, it's good to know these things. I'm glad I know it at the beginning of the day, not at the end.
That's very true.
Just thought I'd share. Little bit surprised.
When will you be having another Costa coffee then?
Not for a long time. At some point in the summer, like I think days like this where I'm running on empty, I'm tired, we've got car boot, it's Mother's Day, we're going out with your mum, we're going to see my mum. It was
an early start this morning, wasn't it?
It's needed. So I think when I feel like it's really needed, then yeah, maybe I'll do it again. It was lovely. Just thought I'd share that. Did you see the finger point then? Cath went, right, well, double check my coffee then. She had a small latte. Her latte was 6.5. I went off her suggestion to get a flat white.
Well, you said, I don't want a latte, you said. I just want a normal coffee, so we'll have a flat white.
Because I thought that the latte would have more sins.
No, it doesn't. Because most of this is air. They make it look bigger by putting a load of air in it.
Next time we do a Costa on a car boot day, it'll be a small latte then.
A small latte? Yeah. 6.5. But, is it worth it?
Was mine worth 9.5? Yes,
no.
It was today. It was. I think I definitely feel a bit more awake as well, which is the purpose of coffee for me.
Yeah.
Coffee serves a purpose.
It does.
Right, let's go. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
You had 3 sugars in yours.
Yeah, I did.
So you've had 9.5 sins. You've had the same as me.
Yeah.
Oh, we're tired. Forgive us. Yeah. So
that happened.
That was the beginning of the day on Mother's Day.
Yeah. So you'd already sort of not maxed your sins out, but
more than I would ordinarily have in a day.
Yeah.
Although, oh my goodness, it was lovely, and yes, I would do it again.
Yeah. And as long as you factor it in, it shouldn't be a problem.
And actually, at that point, I had been very much under sins for the whole week, as in less than half.
I mean, sometimes what you tend to do is, if you're very low on sins, on a daily basis, which quite often you are, you will factor in sins for the week as opposed to for the day. So you can always, if you were to go over sins, and I'm not suggesting that this is what you can do or what you should do, but it's what you tend to do on the rare occasion, is you'll pull your sins back in the week across to account for that possible over sin thing. And it seems to work for you.
Yeah, it's fine. Well, luckily, really.
Yeah.
Because later on, we went out to the garden centre.
We went out to the garden centre. It was a Mother's Day treat for my mum. She loves garden centres, what can I say? And they do some lovely food in there, and it was packed.
Yes, it was busy.
I'm quite dyslexic, and I was left to read the menu.
I was left to save the table.
So I read the menu, and as far as I could see, the only thing that was on offer was a carvery. So
if she comes over, there's only carvery. Shall we?
Because you were going to have jacket potato, weren't you? I said, well, there aren't any jacket potatoes as an option. If you want something to eat, it's going to have to be a carvery. So we had a carvery, which actually, if you look on the website, on Slimming World website, an average carvery is 40 cents.
Yes, that wasn't on the Slimming World website. That was
what was it?
I found it online. I can't remember where, but I'd found that the average carvery is 40 cents, and then I thought, is it really? So then I started looking things up separately,
individually,
and it did what we'd had, because we didn't have the Yorkshire.
No.
And what we'd had probably did come to about 40 cents, but I'd already had 9.5 in my coffee.
Yeah.
But as I'm sitting there, actually really enjoying this carvery, the smell had been driving me crazy in the garden centre. This family next to me were eating jacket potatoes.
They were coming out from a different window.
She just got herself in the carvery queue and didn't realise there was another place to
I didn't know there was another menu. I didn't see it.
But you know, we've been talking about carveries since Valentine's.
It was nice. It was a treat. My mum enjoyed it. It was worth it for me. Is it going to be a problem with weight loss? I don't know. We'll find out.
It scratched that itch as well.
Yeah.
Because we have talked about carveries a few times.
I mean, we did, and I'm sure you did as well, but I was very aware of what was going on my plate. They were wanting to put 4 potatoes. They were putting basically 4 potatoes on each plate.
It wasn't help yourself.
No, it wasn't.
They
were dishing it up. So I was saying, can I just have a small portion of this, a small portion of that?
I didn't.
So I was making sure that everything that they put on my plate was much smaller than what they'd generally give. And it was enough. So I'm hoping...
Hello, Heidi.
I'm hoping that would have helped.
Are you okay now?
There may be people that disagree with how we approach Slimming World sometimes, but you've still got to... This isn't a crash diet that's going to... and you put yourself right and there you go. It's got to be something that you can maintain throughout however many years ahead. There's going to be days when you're going to maybe want to have a flexi day, or maybe it's something that you've not planned but it's happened that way. As long as you readjust that,
work around it,
either within that week, or say, you know, next week I'll make sure that I have a much better on plan week and just keep going, then I think for me anyway, I am more likely to succeed having those little treat things, if you can call a carvery treat.
Yeah,
for me
it is. Yeah,
it's a treat, you know.
Well, I think I've heard somewhere along the line that a flexi day is around about the 60 sin mark. I can't remember where I heard that. It was last time we were doing Slimming World.
Yeah. Maybe that's changed.
And I'd had 49.5 sins on that day. So yeah, almost reaching that flexi sin thing. When I got home and I looked at the sins I'd had so far in the week.
Yes.
Plus the 49.5 sins, I ended up 13 sins over for the week to that point. And I still had Monday and Tuesday to go, so I did pull it back.
So you pulled it
And
back
that's
on
what-
the next 2 days.
That's what Cath means by, if we're going to have a day like that, I will look at the overall week since.
Overall week, and try and draw it back in the other days. And it seems to work for you.
Well, it has before now.
Yeah.
Has it now? Who knows?
The other couple of things, I wanted to show you these. These are apparently new out. I don't know how long they've been out. But I do like every now and again a packet of crisps.
These are lovely.
I do love Pom Bears, particularly the ready salted ones. It just gives you that little hit of something a bit more naughty, I suppose. Naughty. These are they 3.5 cents? Scan it. So you only get 13 grams. I mean, it's not a full packet. It's down here somewhere.
Never is a full packet these days.
No.
Anything.
Scanning it.
3.
Three.
Oh, I wrote 3.5 when I wrote that down.
Did you?
Even better.
3 cents for these. These are a cheese flavour. They're new to the market. I tried these out. I don't mind them. I still probably prefer the ready salted. There is another flavour. I think it's barbecue. So maybe we'll try those next just to see. You know, because it's nice to have different things, isn't it? So I thought I'd show you those. Shall we move on to weigh-in then?
Go ahead.
Well, your board's on top. So go ahead. Go ahead. There you go.
I felt quite good walking into group, despite Mother's Day. Maybe it's because the sun was shining.
Yeah?
Who knows? Anyway, to date, as of last week's weigh-in, 2 stone 2.5 off.
Yes.
I did lose weight.
Oh, good.
I did.
Oh, good.
Shaking your money jar at me already. So, I need to tip these out.
It's my charity pot.
So we're going to move that along there and put that in there. So that's 2 stone 3.5. And then I'm going to need another one.
Oh.
2 stone 4.5. I lost £2.
Oh, well done.
Quite a few of us lost £2 today.
Oh, that's very good.
Yeah. It's a £2 day. Anyway, 2 stone 4.5. £2 lost this week.
Yeah, it won't be long
So
until you get your 2.5 stone
I was
award.
just thinking that. 2.5 more pound. Is it? No, £3.
Oh, we go with the maths.
It's
Here we go with the
£3.
maths.
£3. It'll be a couple of weeks, I think.
£2.5, isn't it? Because that's a half. Where's your 7? 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's half. 2.5.
Well,
No.
it could be next week. If
You
I'm
never know.
You know. Anyway,
Right,
money.
cough up.
She won't let me forget it after the week when I did.
Yeah. Thank you.
£2. There you go. Sorry, Heidi.
Nice.
I've got Heidi next.
There we go. Okay. My turn.
Yeah.
My turn. My turn.
She's coming.
Here is my board. There you go. There's my board. So I have to count because I'm rubbish at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and a half. So 1 stone 10.5 today. That's how much I've lost. And I lost as well this week.
Yay.
Given the fact that I struggled this week
You did.
with my own head. But I did my best. I lost £0.5.
Oh, well done.
So I need to turn this one round. And I've got to count it again now. Because my memory's rubbish as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
That's great.
1 stone 11 lost. Which means I have to put
Cough up.
50p in the jar.
Well done.
And I just so happen to have 50p.
So do you
There
think
you go.
your head's in a better place now for next week?
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, you know me. If I'm not hyper-focused on something, then I am a little bit all over the place.
A bit Kate Bush.
I can't, yeah. I'm a bit Kate Bush. Yeah, I'm a bit all over the place with my head. I think a lot of it is psychological.
Oh, yeah.
But you rein me in, don't you?
I try to.
Yes.
Oh.
And
Oh.
Abby's board. I think Abby's been doing this about 4 weeks now. But she's very much like me in a lot of respects when it comes to food. And she is struggling. She gained £1 last week because she'd gone way off somewhere.
She's doing her own thing.
Into the ether. There's postman. But she lost. She did lose this week. And she lost £1. So the £1 she gained last week, she has now lost. So she's back to £6 loss.
Mm-hmm.
Which, yesterday she was telling me is half a stone. I said, it's not. Well, it nearly is, she said. So hopefully, next week, if she keeps her mind in the game, then maybe she'll get to a half a stone.
She'll do whatever she does.
It's just a personal thing, isn't it, at the end of the day? We'll have to see.
Right,
so yeah.
Full steam ahead and a lot of plans for the week.
Yeah, we've got lots of things going on. We will try to share as much with you as humanly possible. Do, by all means, choose a viewer's choice that you'd like to see us make during this week.
She's off with the hands again.
I can do that because this is my camera.
Yes, again.
And it doesn't get all, like, weird. That's it. Another week is done and dusted. How are you getting on? Let us know. Please let us know. Because it's nice to sort of come together and move forwards together.
It is.
Isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Nice to know how other people are doing. Other than that, have a great week on plan, if you can. And we will see you on another video.
See you on the next one.
Take care, guys.
Bye.
Cheerio. Can I do my Kate Bush impression now?
Your Kate Bush impression? Kate Bush impression?
Yeah.
If you must.
No, it's alright. Maybe I'll leave that for next week.
Oh my goodness me. What a treat.